Alright folks, in this clip I'm going to teach you how to draw graffiti letters. So basically we're going to do a graffiti alphabet starting with A and just kind of working our way on down. So one thing to remember, and the best thing to kind of keep in mind when you're drawing graffiti, is you just got to make everything just look a little bit more artistic than it needs to be. Basically. There's no right way or wrong way to draw graffiti. There's no, this is the only way that people draw graffiti letters. You just got to think in terms of, first of all, you got to think like you're drawing this with a spray paint can, which in and of itself can present a challenge. So I'd say the best way to do that is come up with a lot of crazy swooping motion type things and a lot of kind of funky weird shapes, because it seems like a lot of the times people in graffiti they take regular letters and they just sort of distort them just a little tiny bit to make it not quite normal looking, like A, B, C. I mean, that looks like those look like the letters we know, but there's just a little bit of a flair to it. In a way, it's actually kind of creative. They're creating basically their own font system, and there's really no one that can tell them they're doing it wrong, because it's all about the creativity. And uppercase, lowercase, whatever. Allow your mind and your pen just to kind of think outside the box, essentially. And if you're going to be drawing graffiti yourself, first of all, we here at, well, I personally don't condone going out and doing any official vandalizations of any kind, but if you're going to be using any sort of graffiti design in whatever project it is you're working on, you're going to want to learn how to do it authentically, and it's going to need to look like actual graffiti, obviously. So I would say the best thing to do is just to practice, practice on your own. Basically just kind of let your pen wander. So I guess we're not going to end up doing the entire alphabet here, but you're starting to see what I'm doing with this. Basically taking every possible interpretation of a letter and allowing my pen essentially to do the thinking for me. Some people have very specific things that they want to do when they're drawing graffiti. For me, as long as it looks just a little bit unusual, then I'd say you're pretty much good to go. So basically here you are. Think outside the box, use your imagination, and allow your pen to find new shapes and to fit those letters into, shapes that maybe you didn't ever consider using. And yeah, that is essentially how you do graffiti letters.